Welcome into this first carrier update presented by Powerfleet. I'm Tony Mulvey, joined by Donnie Gilbert. Donnie, I see we've got the NTI in two different forms.
Yeah, we're going to start off looking at the Freightways National Truckload Index, but we're going to look at the daily report. We've looked at the national average. We looked at the business edition yesterday, which was just the Monday through Friday. But this is the actual daily report. The difference being is this is the actual data. These are the points that are plotted every day. So there's no 7-day average in there, but I've compared to the 7-day average so that you can see the difference. So this is really just a preference. If you want to see what the actual is today, then you can look it up here and see that the actual is down here at 2.82. Now, it looks a little bit better here. If we go to the next chart, I'll show you why we use a 7-day rolling average versus the daily. It's because, you know, if you're going in and you're going to use it in a presentation, the 7-day rolling average is a lot more smoother of a line. You can see the trends and the changes a lot more clearly than you can by using the daily with the up, down, up, down, up, down. So I just kind of wanted to back it out and show you why we have a daily one for the exact numbers and why do we have a 7-day rolling average. And you can see the difference right here on this chart. You know, it's just a lot smoother using a 7-day rolling average. We do the same thing with our rejection rates. If we put our rejection rates in a daily, which we had several years ago, it looked like a cardiogram, up, down, and it was so distorted you couldn't see the actual trends and changes. So just kind of want to bring that to light today and show you what we have here today. Now, moving forward today, we're going to go in and we're going to talk about used truck prices for one on our next visit up here. How demand is still showing, you know, a lot of people have a lot of questions about capacity right now and what's going on. Well, yes, rates are dropping, but we can still see an influx of drivers because of what's going on with the demand for used trucks, which is a lot of your owner operators. And then we're going to jump in and look at some rejection rates here in the third part. And then the fourth part, we're going to go through our market dashboard and look at a few different lanes. We're going to focus today on dry van versus where yesterday we kind of focused a little bit more on reefer.
Awesome. Looks like we'll have a great topic. I know back in that NTI chart, you kind of see some leveling off here, and I'm sure you'll touch on it a little later, that why over the past, say, week and a half, we've seen that the NTI kind of slowly trend sideways, kind of.
And you're exactly right. When we start looking at rejection rates, we're going to also use a chart that goes and is our seasonality chart. And you'll see that the summer shipping season is upon us or coming up, and we'll be able to see a little bit of what's happened in this chart. But it's very interesting because the last 3 or 4 years have been very different, with 2019 being a very disrupted year for carriers, and then getting into the COVID years versus what's going on right now.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Donnie. We'll be sure to check in with you again. Right now, we'll toss it over to Sydney Edwards with our first look at headlines.